The importance of if you don't have a target, how do you know you've missed?
Why?
Something like that. And I'm like, yeah, okay. So the goal isn't always to hit the target, but as long as you've got a target, you know if you're missing it
That's
or not.
interesting.
Because otherwise you can think you're just constantly hitting the target. If you have no target,
That's
everything's a hit.
interesting. Okay, I have a question about that. In flow, do you have a target? Okay,
Yes,
what is that?
absolutely. Yeah. Well, it
So if
depends
I'm
what it is.
deadlifting,
Depends what.
is my target deadlifting 225 twice? Is that my target?
No, that's an
Okay,
outcome.
so so what would be the target?
Or so normally the goal or the target is the cue.
The Q?
Yeah, whatever cueing we give, that's normally what we focus. So the goal or the target is whatever we have our singular focus boiled down to. So whatever you're concentrating on, that one thing that you're focused on, that's the goal.
So then it would be like not using my arms or using my hips better.
Well, that's the using the hips. So what are you trying to do when you're doing a pause deadlift? What are you focused on?
I'm focused on
Talk me through the
I
moment.
want it to be faster, so I'm using my legs more. I feel like I'm too slow and I'm using
Okay, so that's
my arm, huh?
performance. That's the performance goal. That's the outcome goal. So what's the process goal?
I think I don't know.
Okay. And not
What?
knowing is all right because obviously now you've got your focus is narrow enough. So it doesn't have to always be laser like and like this singular spot of attention, which, when I was at the top of my game with bench pressing, I was only concerned what my little fingers were doing. So it was all about my pinky fingers. That's all I concentrated
Okay.
on. But at different stages of development, you need either a broader or a narrower cue. And so for you, just move fast, that internal cue of like, you know what it feels on the inside to move quickly and the bar will come with you. That's enough of a cue for you to be able to hit flow,
Okay, so that's not an outcome,
right?
moving fast.
That's moving fast ends up being an outcome, but being fast, that's the internal
That's
one.
the focus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So then withdrawing, what would it be then? Like if
I don't know. What you tell me, what are you focusing on when you're drawing? Interesting. It's really hard to it's don't worry, it's a difficult question when you go, "What do you focus on when you're drawing?" Sometimes you don't wanna play with this too
okay.
much. So I'm just gonna give you
Yeah,
some broad examples because if you start playing with it too much, you can pull yourself out because you realize, "Oh, that actually isn't my focus at all." Do you start with an image in your head of what you're trying to recreate, or are you trying to recreate a feeling? Are you trying to recreate an
I
idea, a
always have
concept?
an image that I'm copying.
Right.
Always.
Always an image, right? So every artist works I go by, I'm trying to always paint a feeling, and so I'll do something and look at it, and I go, "That's not quite it." And then so you go round and round. That how Tad talks about
Huh.
the niche spiral, and you're spiraling inwards towards the goal. Same thing in flow. That's what our goal is. We have this idea, this expectation, I guess, of what things could be like, and so we keep on having shots at it and going, "Is that how close is that?"
Okay. So like
And then you do micro adjustments, and then when you get to the point at which you're going, the feedback is that you're on track. Keep going, and you're not getting any of those, not having to adjust. That means that you're probably in flow now because you're not aware of having to make
so
corrections.